Welcome to my presentation. My name is Hanaya Dempoer and I will do my presentation about the ChristenUnie. This is a Dutch party and I will analyze the web presence with you. First, I will tell you a little bit about the organization itself. This is the basis. I found it on the website. The ChristenUnie is a political party in the Netherlands, raised in the year of 2000. With 5 seats, the party stands at number 10 of the biggest parties in the Netherlands, just behind the Party for the Animals. Their group chairman is Gert-Jan Segers, and you can see him here on the picture. Their main focus is to create a society the way it is wanted by God's will. To reach this, they want to be well represented in every political area. Their foundation is the Bible. The love it describes for the world and its people is what they want to follow. They want to be there for the vulnerable people in the society. For their party, all of their members are Christian. They want to include more people and search for people who can support them. On the internet, I found that they are a left party, but they prefer to describe themselves as Christian social. On most of the issues, they take left positions. For example, they want to increase the budget for development aid. Searching for this introduction on the website, I found it very hard to find information. I expected the information to be easily found, but this was not true. I had to search in the menu at positions, but I couldn't find it here either. So after a little more search, I found it under 4 clicks. So I think that is a little bit too far to find the main purpose of the organization. Okay, we will now talk about the design of the website. I thought it would be effective if we take a look at the 8 principles of having a good website design and compare these with the website of ChristenUnie. I learned these principles at my communication study, but they can also be found in the link on Blackboard. The first principle is to keep it simple. Here is the front page of the website. You can see they kept it clear and simple by using not too many elements. This way, the visitor can understand the website. The only things you see is their name, slogan, navigation bar, and photo with text. Underneath it is a bit buzzier, but with the clearly indicated caption of news, you know this is something separated. The second principle is to be consistent. Every heading you click on has a different look. This is very inconsistent. This way you are busy with adjusting instead of getting information. There is some consistency. The navigation bar with the name and the heading stay the same wherever you go. Also, on the bottom of every page there are the same few highlighted links. And they do also use the same color set. What I think they should have done with the consistency is on every page start with the photo, on every page an extra navigation bar. So you stay consistent and it is easy to find out where to look. The third principle is typography and readability. The typography is very consistent. They use the same typography throughout the whole website, and as you can see, it is very readable. They use the font style Tahoma in size 10 throughout the whole website. It is important the site is usable in every kind of size. When you halve your screen to look at the site and do something else at the same time, you will get this picture on the left. The name is still in the left corner and there is still the Become a Member button, but the navigation bar has shrunken to a menu button. Furthermore, the picture and the news are still there. When you look at the site from your mobile phone, you get the picture on the right. Exactly the same is happening here. The name and Become a Member button still exist, but the navigation bar has become a menu button. Also, the picture and the news are still there. These are the colors that are used on the site. The one on the bottom is not used a lot, and the 3 on the top are used in the name also. They match in everything and also with each other. The background of the website is white. The color blue is the color of the sea and the sky, and this is associated with stability and is a symbol of loyalty, wisdom, confidence, intelligence, truth, and faith. The loading of the website is also very important to find your stuff easily and not get distracted with something else. But I think the loading of the ChristenUnie website is very good. There's nothing wrong with this. I found it on the very right time, and you could see it in the video earlier that when you click on another button on the website, it will just go there in a second. The way you can navigate through the website is also very important. This contributes with the way the visitor gets the information he or she needs. ChristenUnie does this right by having easy navigation. Wherever you are doesn't matter. When you click on the words ChristenUnie on the top left, you will go to the home screen. When you click on the photos, you will go to the support page. This is at the same time also very consistent. In the top right corner, you have 3 click buttons, which bring you directly to the page to become a member, to search for the terms you are looking for, or bring you to your own account of ChristenUnie, which is of course very useful for the binding of the organization with the visitor. The last principle is the communication. Most of the communication on the site is short and powerful. Clear titles, short sentences to make something clearer, and even the news start with a short piece of text, and when you want to read more, you can just click the Read More button. The thing I noticed is that there's nowhere a choice to choose to see the text in another language. This is not good. This is not a very good way to communicate with the Dutch people with a different mother language. I think they could improve on that. I will now tell a little bit about the iconography. The Corporate Identity Manual describes the way ChristenUnie uses their logo. Their logo is divided in 3 parts: the name of the party, the plus sign, and the payoff. They have a few rules to keep it consistent. These 3 elements can only be used in the right ratio. The plus sign can be used separated of the other elements, and only in some occasions the name can be used separated of the other elements too. Furthermore, the minimum placement of the logo is 40 millimeters. The logo can only be used with a white background. Only with high exception the logo may be used on a color area. The logo has a bounding box, and the ChristenUnie has a few different departments. They use an adjusted version of the logo where the plus sign and the payoff are replaced by the name of the department. As shortly mentioned earlier, there is a special area for members only. On the top of the website there is a button to go there, and then you can log in. On your own personal page of the website, you can do things like change your personal data, like your contact details, and subscribing for newsletters. You can also buy items in the web shop. Different areas we can all visit, but there are more for members only, are the areas of support our work with the subheads, prayers, keep me updated, or becoming a member, friend, or volunteer. These gets updated frequently, which you can see by the last prayer, which was uploaded a week ago. Looking at the news items, we can also conclude that the content is updated frequently. The last news item were from 4 days ago. Only you can see the agenda is empty. I don't know, maybe there are no events, but there was nothing in the agenda. There are a few ways to communicate with the organization. The first option is through the social media accounts that are linked in the website. There are a few platforms: LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The other option is on the website itself, and it's the contact page. Here you can find different ways to contact them. When you click on the link to send an email, you will be directly sent to your own email, and it will open a new message with their mail address already filled in. This is very efficient. You also find the directions for the car or tram ride to the party desk. Furthermore, you will find the address, the phone number, and all of the mail addresses that may be relevant for you. There is also a section to react, but you can only post a comment if you are a member. This means you have to log in to comment. They can then react under some of the content, like for example the articles on the site about the refugee crisis. As mentioned earlier, ChristenUnie uses different kind of platforms. Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Here you see them all beside each other. You can see they stay consistent throughout all of their platforms by using the same colors, name, and profile picture. In all of their bios, you can find the quote, ChristenUnie, the political party for everybody. On Twitter and LinkedIn, they use the same background picture, another one than they use on Facebook. Personally, I think I would choose for the same picture on Facebook also to stay consistent. They have quite some followers. They have 10,000 on Instagram, 3,000 on LinkedIn, 37,000 on Twitter, and 29,000 on Facebook, which makes Twitter and Facebook very important. They keep their social media accounts very up to date. The last post was 3 days ago, and looking at the history, they post content about 3 times a week. They share the same content on all of their channels. There is some difference because on Twitter, they also retweet content from other people, and LinkedIn is not really used for sharing content. Fun fact to know is that I found on the site of ChristenUnie that they give seminars about social media where you and I can just sign up for. As you already know, the website links to the social media of the organization and to your mail with the new message for contact. But they also link to the social media accounts of their party members and other sites. Other sites that are linked to are rijksoverheid.nl to find information about the ministers and petervandalen.eu. This is a member of the European Parliament with his own site. This site is still part of ChristenUnie. You can easily see this by the logo and the colors on the site. To find content about different mayors, you will be linked to a site with more information about this mayor when you click on a mayor. On the bottom you can see the picture, this is an example of the mayor of Aalten. So when you click on this mayor, you will go through this site of Aalten with information about this mayor. Wikipedia is also used for this, and for a few mayors the links were no longer available, so this is not really up to date. In their news articles on the site, to read more about the subject, they will send you to a news site like AD or RTL. When you click on a link, a new tab will open instead of using the tab you were already on. This means the ChristenUnie site will always stay open in your tabs. This helps by people coming back to your website. On the website, they use a lot of links to other parts of the website. Most of the time you will just go there, but when clicking on, for example, a news article that will link you to a whole another page of the website, another tab will open for you so you do not lose the page on the site you were at. On the front page, the first thing you see when you open the website is a picture of their group chairman with the text, "Thanks for your vote. Support our work now and become a member." When you click on that picture, you will go to the page where you can sign up to become a member. You can see on this page text above saying, "Support our job, become a member." And on the left, the blue circle saying, "Join and become a member, promotional rate 2021. On the right, you can see a bit of text explaining why it is important for them to have your support. I want to compare the ChristenUnie with CDA. CDA is another big Christian party in the Netherlands. This is the fourth biggest party of the country with 15 seats. This is 10 seats more than the seats of ChristenUnie. They are a bigger party, but they do have a lot in common with the ChristenUnie. They share the same base with sharing the values of a Christian society, and they both see themselves as not really right or left-wing parties, but more in the middle. In the website, you see they both have their logo on the same place and start on their homepage with asking for support and giving you links to their news items. There is a very big difference. They use different styles, colors, and CDA uses a lot more items on their homepage. CDA seems a lot younger and more modern than ChristenUnie. It gives you more options for how to look at the site. I personally think CDA has a more attractive website where you are more drawn to stay. What I do think is very smart of ChristenUnie is when you look for differences at Google, the first thing you see is the page of ChristenUnie telling you the differences, which is very well played because I believe a lot of Christians just want to vote for a Christian party and then they will just look up the differences to make a decision on which Christian party they should vote. This Throughout the whole presentation, I named a few things that I thought were very good or needed improvement. I'm very curious if you remembered a few of these things or what you think the ChristenUnie needs to improve or what is already very smart of them. This was my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and if there are any questions, I will hear them in class.